Welcome to the ultimate experience with the Professor of Pleasure. Embark on a journey where couples find joy in mutual fulfillment. Discover the secrets to truly satisfying intimate connections. It's time to ignite the spark and deepen your bond. Our expert guidance brings joy and excitement back into the bedroom. Say goodbye to barriers and hello to amazing mutual experiences. Embrace a new level of connection and understanding. Join us at Sim and transform your relationship today.
Follow us on Sim. Like, subscribe, engage, and share.
We're talking about why couples stop being naughty and how to fix it. Number one reason is the routine. It becomes normal. We are married, we wake up, sleep, eat, the things you do, the activities you get engaged in. It becomes a routine, and before you know it, you don't even realize that you're falling into, into a predictable pattern that has become the abnormal norm. Okay, so you just keep going. The same routine mentality now even transcends into the bedroom. It just becomes, okay, we want to have sex, we just have it this way. Missionary, okay, doggy. But already know what we'll do. After missionary, we go to doggy. After doggy, we go to raise your leg up, and we are done. We already know it's just once. You already have that mindset that this should follow this should follow this, game end. You already have that mindset that, oh, okay, I just kiss her a bit. I'll tell her she will touch me here a bit, and then we just go. Okay, she will get wet. If she doesn't get wet, okay, we use this. Like, you already figured it all out. It has become not something you think about. It's just something that has to be done, and you already know the way to be done. Another thing that makes it routine is that you know that, okay, you should always be in the bedroom. You should always remember. I started from the routine, starting from the normal way you live your life as a couple. Then it extends into the way you deal with your intimacy matters. So it extends to the location, it extends to the way it is done. And man, that's a killer. It kills the fun. So how do we fix this? You need to change the location. Who can you tell? You don't go there together. Let one person do the booking. Let one person go and wait, and let the other person come as a guest. Like, it could be either of the spouse. The lady could do the booking, the wife could do the booking. You go, lodge, get ready, bathe, tie your towel, and let the man come to the reception and say, I'm trying to locate room, and let them direct him, and let him come knock, and you open the door and you let the towel fall. Or you let him come in, direct him to bait, Even when, there are different ways to go around this. Just get creative. You can let the towel fall. You can let the round one go down before you let him go bait. When you let the towel fall, he can see, he cannot touch. Clean up and let's get the game running. You can even decorate the hotel room. Spread bed flower, bed petals, the artificial petals. And it could be the man that will book and send her a text message. Meet me at hotel room so after work today. I have a surprise for you. Just change the environment. You can even book you don't have to book overnight. You can just book for a short period in the hotel. It won't cost too much. You don't have to break the bank for this. But changing the space, the place, the location will do a whole lot, I assure you, to your marriage. It will really do a whole lot to your marriage, and you would really enjoy this. Okay, the other thing you need to do, it doesn't even have to be, like I said, you need to get creative, okay? I'm just giving you tips of the icebergs. So another thing you can do is, if you have a car, utilize your car. Utilize it now. Now tint don't tell the police that I'm going to ask you to tint your glass. Tint your glass. Like my vehicle glasses are tinted. You get purpose, so you get mission. Hey, tint your glass. drive out at night with your spouse and park on a street away from your street that is quiet, that is lonely. Get to the back of the car and perform. You know that there are different kind of styles you do at the back, the wide back seat, and there's a different kind of style you can do at the front seat. So you can utilize any of those spaces and get crazy. Let the car be moving. Let people be passing and seeing car moving and they can't even see the inside. It's fun. It's sweet. It's interesting. So you need to change the location. Sometimes this change of location could even be within your home. Okay, it has always been on the bed, right? So let's take it away from the bed. Let's get to the washing room, on top of the washing machine. Let's get to the bedroom. Spread towel. Your bedroom floor is tiles, right? I get it could be slippery. Spread the towel on the floor and you step on the towel. While you do, you let the shower run. Even when the children are in, let the sound of the water cover the sound of the morning. Go all the way. Even your chair in your sitting room. So don't let it just be about the bedroom and the bed. You know, every object in your home, every place and object in your home can be used to make memories that you both will not forget. Your kitchen. You know, while she's at the sink washing, she's washing with her hands in the front, and the back is calling out to you. Utilize it. Get to work. Don't wait for a proper time. It's not every time we wait for a proper time we get it. Okay, so that's number one. Number two reason why people stop being naughty is that life gets busy. I get that. Business, what's it called? Business, children, we want to meet targets at work. A lot of things could make life get busy. I get it. But then, to fix this, you can get intentional about your intimacy life. I've heard people say creating schedule, creating fixed calendars for intimacy could not be. No, it's a way to ensure that it happens no matter what happens with life or about life or in life. So you would have fixed dates on your calendar, and you could actually not follow the dates if you have utilized other days. But the dates on your calendar fixed because you are both come to an agreement that if we did not utilize other days, whether we like it or not, in a week we must have sexual intercourse, we must get intimate twice a week. And so when life happens and everything gets busy, you both have it at the back of your mind that we have an appointment with sexual intercourse at least twice this week. So it means if you did not utilize the whole of that week, you have to rush it the last 2 days of that week because it has been written down in agreement. So that's where having a date fixed for it could help you. So in the midst of busy life, you know that okay, we have a commitment. Every 1st, 7th, 21st, we must have sexual intercourse. Now this doesn't mean it won't happen on other days. This means that if it happens on other days, we could actually bust those fixed days. But this also means that if it does not happen on other days, no matter the excuse and no matter what life throws at us, we must have it on this day. Okay, so this to an extent help couples to also ensure that, sometimes couples just look back and they realize, wait, when last did we get intimate? And you're like, it's last month. So no, it's last 2 months. I say, hey, it's been that long. And you did not even realize it until that moment. It happens. So you need to be very conscious about this. Number 3 reason why people stop being naughty inside marriage is resentment. You know the part of the Bible that says little foxes spoils. So there are these little offenses that some spouse will feel, oh, it doesn't matter, but it matters. Little bywords. Say your breast is dangling. The husband might have sent it as a joke, but it really matters to the wife. Little words like, is that what your mates are doing, to the husband? It looks nothing. It might sound like nothing to the wife, but it had brought down her husband's ego. He doesn't even know how to complain about it to his wife. And it creates a form of resentment in him. The same thing for the woman. Oh, I've been busy all day, cannot even help me. And she's feeling resentful. See, he's even watching TV. And then he's coming, he wants to have intercourse, and she's like, you and after I've been busy all day and you have been relaxing, you still want me to come and do what? So it comes from a place of reaction from the resentment that are built up. Sometimes it's not even that day, it could have built up weeks, months, sometimes years. And this starts to make both individuals no longer attracted to each other because they have not communicated this resentment. Now, the simple way to fix this is ensure you get things talked about, ironed out, outside the bedroom space, not at the point of sex. You now start saying, oh, the thing you did, they keep morale. That rod will just die. That wetness will just dry. So you need to find, it's important that couples settle all form of disagreement the same day. Because if you allow it to stay, there's this thing that when you allow it to stay past that day, it becomes bigger than the real picture. Because the mind starts multiplying the scenario, reminding that individual of something else that have happened. It might even be unrelated, and the mind starts making you picture how this looks familiar with this, and maybe this is the reason of this, and it starts getting bigger. So something that was actually something small now becomes very enlarged in the mind, and the individual starts to react not from the place of reality, but from the place of the enlarged picture in the mind. And the more days it stays unresolved, the bigger the picture gets, because our mind is really very imaginative, really imaginative. Okay, so this is why it is important that couples make, a constant habit of settling every disagreement the same day. Aside from it affecting intimacy, what if rapture comes? What if rapture comes that day? I tell people, as much as marriage is sweet, intimacy is sweet, there's a marriage sweeter and greater than the marriage on the earth, and that's the marriage of the Lamb. So we need to be ready for that, even while we are enjoying. And that's part of the reason why you must enjoy intimacy very well here on earth, because there's no sex in heaven. There's no marriage to fellow human being in heaven. So here is where we have it, and here is where all the slippery slide and the mourning happen. So enjoy it too. Don't go and be using, I'm going to church every time. I'm going to church every time. Be denying your husband. Women, you do that a lot. I'm going to church, you have prayer meeting, you are doing fasting, and you are denying your husband. You are denying yourself. It's not even just your husband. Because this thing is very sweet, even for the women, I tell you. And the truth is that when it comes to sexual intercourse, women gain far more from it than the men. But a lot of women don't know. So you are shortchanging yourself as a woman if you are not utilizing it. Now, number 14 that could break, that makes naughtiness reduce in marriage is the change in body. As people get older, not everybody, some people are able to maintain their body to a large extent, but then some people lose, as they give birth, as they grow older. This doesn't apply to women alone. Some men that comes into the marriage flat bellied, they now start having pot belly, and then it means their manhood starts to get reduced. Some women that came into the marriage flat bellied, they start having stretch mark, pot belly, flabby arms. See, no matter what size you are, the confidence about your body starts from inside of you. You need to get that. So not everybody who is on the slim side is is LD, and not everybody who is on the plus side is not LD. So that is not the determining factor of being LD, and that should also not be the determining factor of your confidence. So as long as you can carry your body, and as long as the body is yours, so wear it with pride. Even if you're working on getting bigger or getting slimmer, carry what you have at the moment with pride. And this is where the spouse comes in. You must what's the word, be able to boost your spouse morale. Oh, she's feeling not too confident about the stretch mark, about the belly, about the baby marks. Boost her ego, boost her from a place of sincerity. Let her know that you see those things and you love her the more for it, because most of these marks are even marks of sacrifice. I understand that for some it's letting go of their body when they should have maintained it, but as a spouse, in the place of boosting her ego, you can even help her get better. In the place of boosting his ego, oh, he's drinking too much, he's eating late and he's having pot belly, in the place of boosting his ego, you can help him get better. So this will require both couples working together to be able to fix this, the part of naughtiness stopping because of lack of confidence in one's body. You know, when you feel sexy, you want to flaunt your body, you want to wear those pants and bra and just let your spouse see you. You want to shake those things around the house, shake what your mama gave you, you know, around the house, because you know you feel it, you feel your cup. You stand in front of the mirror and you're admiring yourself like, hey, see, babe. And so because you can confidently admire yourself, you want to flaunt it for your man. The same thing for the man. You're looking at yourself and you're feeling cool. You want to flaunt it for your woman. So whether it's something you're feeling cool about or not, when you feel less cool as a spouse, you need to be very conscious and help your spouse regain their confidence back. This would aid the naughtiness coming back in marriage. And spouse must be very careful not to body shame each other. This is very important, because when a spouse body shame another, it's, you know, what do not hurt us because they are words. They hurt us majorly because of who spoke them. Yes, that's the word. Because of who spoke them. So the words you speak to your spouse actually carries a lot of weight, even sometimes when they ignore. Okay, so aside from all this problem and the fixes we've talked about, there are some other things you can do. For example, we have been able to put together games like our couples intimacy game card. Okay, this is a card filled with different naughty prompts. Couples play it together. You pick one, you perform. You can play it two ways, you know. My husband and I all want to play it. We decide, okay, today, if I pick a card, I'll perform what the card says. Another day, we can decide, if I pick a card, you will perform what the card says. Okay, so we usually do this because some card actually requires some going all the way. So those ones, we'll put it aside. You that you pick, you put it aside. We'll first do the other peripheral things. We'll now come back to those all the way cards. The ones that says choose a style or this style. We'll now do those ones last. But you can decide. So aside from that, there are different games you can bring into your marriage that would help your intimacy. We also have the lovers playground. Okay, so this is actually like a Monopoly styled game. So you can see we have our naughty chance card, we have our what's it called? We have our penalty, seductive distance penalty card. So you have the dice, you have, so it contains just the same way you play your Monopoly game, you know. When you land, you have to perform the action of what is there. So you roll the dice, go to jail, as in it's all there. So wherever you land, so you can have these games in your space to help build your intimacy. Other things you can have in your space are things like honey, body honey. You know, don't just go into the space of intimacy and do the same thing I said earlier. Spread honey on our body. and lick it off. Use the honey to write something on his body. You know, sometimes you can just use your tongue and let her guess what you've written. Okay, so there are so many things you can aside from that. Don't joke with the place of naughty tests randomly. Sometimes just send them a picture of a part of you, probably, you know, semi-nude, like just put them on expectancy, you know, that kind of expectancy. Or sometimes you put some kind of notes in their laptop bag, you know, let them just discover it unexpectedly at work. You craft the words, craft it. You can even get this little love cards. Oh, I have some here. Little love note cards, you know. Just, it's usually empty. Just draft something for them. And every couple, you should have things like the scented candle in your bed space. Just change the space. I spoke about the artificial petal the other time. Stuff like this, you know, use it to write things on the bed for your spouse. Just write. You could draw love, you could draw, you know, just get creative with it. So don't let it be a predictable. That's why I said even if you're using your own, you could change the environment. And that's even the beauty of either you're using a scented candle, change the scents you get at every point, you know, so to give your bedroom a different kind of feel. Give your bedroom a different kind of feel. And sometimes you can intentionally get different color or bulbs. Yeah, so you could decide tonight we're going to go with the red bulb or the yellow bulb. You know, you change the bulb at different time to give your bedroom space a different kind of feel, just to bring back that naughtiness into your marriage. Okay, so what are you going to be doing different? I like to hear that. What are you going to be doing different with your spouse this week, tonight, or this weekend? Or so what are you going to be doing different with your spouse? I would like to read that from you.
Like, subscribe, engage, and share.